Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my review of the Glap Play gaming controller specifically made for Android smartphones. This controller is a Samsung approved DualShock wireless phone gaming controller, and as with numerous other controllers out there, the Glap Play basically connects to your smartphone via a Bluetooth connection, making gaming much easier and fun on your mobile device. So if you've got the Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, the Note 9, the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus, and other Android devices, you should be ready to gain a more immersive gaming experience via this controller. Over at the Glap website, they do have a full list of games that are compatible with this controller, and it uses the X input. So if you want to use this controller with emulators, you should have absolutely no trouble with pretty much any game on the Google Play Store. So the Glap controller is made by a company called Glap based in South Korea, and according to Glap, the controller is designed for maximum comfort and amplifying sound effects, and its ergonomics textured grips minimizes the fatigue and ensures that players can play for hours without losing their grip. But is all of this true? Well, we're here and let's find out. So let's get this thing out of the box and see how it looks, then we'll get into a little bit of performance testing with some native Android games and some emulators. So it comes in a nice white box with red insides, and you have a zip up protective carry case that's got a nice finish to it, which is nice if you're going to travel with the controller. Inside this case is the controller itself, a user manual, and the charging cable, which is a USB-C charging cable. You've also got some stickers provided by Glap. There's no charger here, so you have to provide your own charger. My first impression on the controller is that it feels solidly built and pretty bulky. The company claims that it can fit up to a 7.5-inch phone. The controller from my research seems to be between the $80 to $90 range. I do not have the official price here in Nigeria, but I'll put that in the description of this video as soon as I get it. As I said before, it's quite bulky, but the build quality is great. It's got a spring-loaded action here, so you need to be careful not to get your fingers trapped because the spring-loaded action on this thing is pretty tough. You could hurt your fingers if you ain't careful. There's also a sticker on the device stating that. So on the front of the controller, we have our two analog sticks, the D-pad, the A, B, X, Y buttons, and 4 extra buttons for home, start, select, power, and a menu button. Around the back, we also have the triggers L2 and R2, and to the top we have the L1 and R1 buttons. For me, I have an issue with the design here between getting from R1 to R2 and L1 to L2. It's going to be a bit uncomfortable, but I guess you could just place 2 fingers on both buttons at the same time to play. But then it still isn't very comfortable. It's unlike the PS4 controller where it's super easy to go from R1 to R2 or L1 to L2 with a single finger. This controller is definitely designed with bigger phones in mind, because fitting some other smaller phones here just makes it look a bit odd. Pairing up the G-Play is pretty straightforward. Simply hold down the power button, you'll see a blinking blue LED light, and then over on your phone's Bluetooth device list, just tap the controller and then it's connected. The good thing about the G-Play controller is that it operates in the X input mode, so you can use it to navigate around your Android operating system with just the controller. Moving over to some native Android game testing, I've loaded Asphalt 9 and it works great with the controller. And after using this for a while, I gotta say the buttons feel really awesome. I've gotten used to the gap between the L1 and R1 and the L2 and R2 buttons, but if you've got small hands, they still will not be very comfortable. So playing God of War, Tomb Raider and Assassin's Creed on the PPS-SPP emulator with this controller brought back a lot of memories of when I used to game on the PSP. All the buttons mapped automatically and gameplay was really enjoyable. The Glap Play truly turns your Android device into a portable gaming device, and it's one of those accessories that you never truly think you need until you own one. Then you wonder how you play games on your smartphones without one. There isn't really a con to this device, but if I must pick one, it'll be the size. It's just a bit bulky, but that's it, nothing else. It's got a 480 mAh battery which provides up to 10 hours battery life during active gameplay and uses Bluetooth 4.1 for connection to your Android device. The device has an intelligent sleep function which saves quite a bit of battery life when not in use. When the battery does run out, there's a USB Type-C port to plug into your now standard smartphone charging point. It does not have any fast charging technology built in, but it still takes less than an hour to recharge from 0 to 100%. I'll leave every other information on the Glap Play controller that I couldn't cover in the description section of this video. Hey guys, if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. Also hit the subscribe button to support the channel. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comment section and I'll answer as much of them as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll